India, they have somewhat backward region or Adivasi regions, and they are non-technical people. So those non-technical Adivasis could manufacture solar lanterns, and you could generate more employment in all the Adivasi regions.
Yep, that's a very good question, and actually that is our vision. Right now we source lights from the cheapest source that is locally available. So in India, we work with Indian manufacturers. In Africa, we work with African companies that provide us with product. But eventually our vision is to create something which can be locally assembled, easily distributed and maintained, and creates local employment. That is our long-term vision.
And in turn, you can reduce the climatic, that instead of shipping products from one place to another place, say a product which is manufactured in India, if it is shipped to Africa, it's not good. I mean, each taluka or each district should have some small amount of manufacturing center.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely.
It's a combination of scale and waste. Particularly when you talk in terms of millions and billions. Every solar lamp has a fluorescent bulb which contains mercury, which needs to be disposed of roughly every 6 months. There's a battery which normally carries lead. Solar panels are made with toxic waste. So unless we, let me ask the question differently, are you incorporating the waste component of all this and the dangers that will follow beyond simple distribution and the joy of light?
Yeah, we can absolutely address that actually. Today there is a possibility to create product which is end-to-end, cradle to cradle actually, and have LEDs which are better than bulbs and CFLs, have batteries that can be biodegradable to some extent. So there's definitely an opportunity to do that, including plastics, etc. So yes. Not in all products that are available today, but to create something that would be like that.
And what happens in the rainy season? That's the first question. The second question is how much is it going to cost?
Yeah, of course, if it is raining, we are hoping to store the energy for about 8 hours maximum. We don't expect it to store for a week, 2 weeks or whatever. But eventually it will happen, you know. You start with this, and this is really, we have taken something that is being utilized in power plants now, and we are just moving it to a very small scale so that we can use it in a hut setting. The tube that you saw there costs $12 in volume from China. That's the most expensive component there. And the rest of it, we expect it to be around $50 total cost for that cooker.
Energy efficiency question. I don't know if many of you know that California leads the world in terms of energy efficiency. For last 30 years, energy consumption per capita in California is same, constant. How they did it? 3 things. They set up the best standard for homes, equipment. So when you build a new home, you follow these best standards. They provided a lot of rebates to help implement these projects. And 3, all the utilities. So all the Californians pay in your utility bill to make this happen.
Mr. Mehta, I would like to very respectfully disagree with you and tell you the reason that it has gone down over here.
Not down, constant.
Just one, yeah, I know. It has remained constant because they closed down some of the energy, all the carbon dioxide producing industries over there and transported someplace else, and they are importing it. So this is...
I'm not talking about carbon dioxide. This is kilowatt hour per capita.
Yeah, carbon dioxide would have been produced by generating electricity. So what they are doing is some of the things that they are getting from outside, and that is how they have reduced it. Anyway,
that's short term, you're right, but the gentleman is actually right in terms of long-term trends. Department of Energy, going back to statistics in 1996, indicated, as you said, efficiency and conservation come in at least. They were under 2 cents per kilowatt hour when you make the adjustment compared with other forms of energy. And I would also suggest, in terms of underscoring a lot of what we're talking about here in terms of energy efficiency and how we can transform along the way that California has, I don't know if people here know of the work of Dr. Arjun Makajani of the Institute for Energy and Environmental Research. His writings, specifically carbon-free and nuclear-free, really point out a way that you could meld all of the new technologies, particularly with looking at efficiency, but also when people, I remember 20 years ago, I speak to people in PG&E and they said, well, Bob, you'd have to have all of Arizona to give you one light bulb in Los Angeles. I mean, in terms of the thinking there, but exactly the type of thing combining with Sandor in Seville, Spain, where they've also had other ways to deal with storing solar, that you can get around these problems that people have pointed to, the limitations of these technologies. So Arjun's book and the work of IEER, if you go online, I think is a real good blueprint to sort of underscore a lot of these very important transformations that are going on. And the Rocky Mountain Institute is another good.